Now, why did I sit and play myself thinking, oh, there's not going to be that many people to watch? Like, people aren't going to actually listen to me when I say comment and um, say that you want me to review this. Not too many people going to do that. Not 15, maybe like 5 or 6 people may say it, but not 15. Ain't that many people going to sit there and follow instruction? Y'all know I got like 30 comments saying, please review this. I wanted to review this. Please don't stop reviewing this. So I was just like, oh, that was too easy. That was way too freaking easy. But even though, for me, anyways, this entire season has been ruined due to the situation I talked about last week, bitches spoiling shit, I wouldn't even mind to do it if I didn't already know who the fuck won. But, and then after the first episode, three of my favorite bad girls are already off the show, just like that. Shamrock and Megan. I'm just like, we're only 2 episodes in, y'all getting rid of the. But I'm gonna do this for y'all, not for me. You. So, as you can see from the title, this is gonna be an episode an episode review of Bad Girls Club, Bad Girls All Star Battle, Season 1, Episode 2. So this episode pretty much starts off with Natalie expressing that there is a snake, as she calls it, on Team Pink, because as you guys know, like when a team loses the team challenge, they have to nominate the team that loses has to nominate 2 people to be put up for elimination, and then the opposite team votes which one of the people that's put up for elimination, which one do they want voted off. And last week, Natalie was talking about she has so many allies on Team Pink that there's no way that she's going to hardly get any votes. So, and she already tried to make an alliance with Paula, but Paula already made one with Megan saying that she wouldn't go vote her off. So she calculated it, and there was one person who put a vote towards Natalie that wasn't supposed to. And she's trying to figure out, well, who the fuck is it? And then little does she know. Everybody knows. Like later on, we find out that it was indeed Amber. Amber said it when she was in the thing. She was voted for Natalie just so she could stir some shit up. I'm like, and the Amber, you almost like a little. Were you like an old back day Julie, just stirring shit up just to see what you can concoct and fuck with? It was funny though, because Natalie throughout the whole episode was just going off about this snake. Okay, and little did she know, she was talking to the bitch. She was confiding in, what's her name? Amber. Like, I know you didn't do it. I know, because, me and you, we bitches. We bitches. You ain't gonna fuck me over like that. I ain't even worried about you. It's some other bitches. And Natalie, not Natalie, but Amber in the confession, like, well, yeah, it was me, but, guess what? I'm gonna point fingers until I can't point fingers no fucking more. Because, I'm considered the best friend. I'm in the clear right now. But I'm just like, that whole situation, that was kind of interesting. I hadn't counted on, Amber going back on Natalie like that. Now, when Natalie finds out, which is next week, I think when Amber was like, my cover's about to be blown, I'm about to see how Natalie takes that. Natalie's about to go off. Like, if she was about to leave this damn show when she felt like nobody liked her, and now the person that she trusted probably the most out of the entire house voted against her to make her leave the damn show, she gonna have a motherfucking hissy fit. She better have a motherfucking BF, bitch fit. But honestly, Flo tried to tell her. Like, we can call ourselves friends all you want to, but when you dangle $100,000 in my face, shit, ain't no friends, and it's probably the one that you least expect. And she was trying to point fingers to Amber and be like, now you're talking to, me and Julie and, who is it, Gabby, and is anybody else on the Pink team? I don't think so. But he's talking about you looking at us, but bitch, look at Amber. Like, you just may think the person that you least expect is probably the one that's fucking you up right now. So then we get to this captain's challenge, which is basically, how it's almost like a tradition in every Bad Girl season to throw some bitch's mattress is going to get into the pool, lake, ocean, whatever body of water that bitches are close to. So they made a game out of it, so where every bad girl had their own mattress. It was in this pond, and they had to find the mattress with their name on it and bring it back to their team colors mattress place or mattress pad or whatever. And excuse me, about to sneeze. Wait, wait for it. Wait. Okay, I think it's gone. It's gonna probably come back randomly somewhere in the video. But Erica was like, "This pond looks dirty as shit." She just said this pond would probably smell like a cup of bounce that ass. That shit did look dirty. I wondered. I'm sure it's probably not contaminated with nothing, but why does that shit look like that? It looks like motherfucking swamp water. But regardless of the fact, the girls, they out there pedaling and shit, and motherfucking who was that? Which twin was that? I think it was Danny. I think I can't tell the bitches apart. It doesn't too much matter. If she ain't got the lip ring, I know Danny was the one with the lip ring, but she ain't wearing it. I can't tell the bitches apart. But she was walking out there with some goddamn floaties and shit, talking about some, I can't fucking swim, so shit. I know I ain't finna win the shit. So, as the challenge goes on, Natalie is the one for the purple team. She wins the challenge, and she is now the team captain, so she wins immunity from elimination this week, and everybody is in the purple team's like, God damn, all the bitches to win, don't let this bitch win. Stassi didn't even want to participate in the challenge at all. Oh, and Natalie was pissed. She was like, bitch, your fat ass could probably float to the mattress. I was like, you know what? Y'all gonna leave my Stassi alone. Stassi is one of the few bad girls that I actually like on this show. And yeah, so I'm gonna need y'all to. Because she was, like I said, she was the one that went off with the motherfucking biggest bang in Bad Girls Club history when she knocked Shelly clean of her shit for fucking with her damn contacts. Bitch, for those of y'all who watched that season, bitch, she deserved that shit. First of all, for all the fuckery she did to Judy the whole season. And the fact, like, if you're gonna put fucking bleach in my contact, I can go blind, bitch. So I deserve to blind you with a motherfucking sucker punch to the goddamn cornea. But that's neither here nor there. That season is long over. But yeah, Stassi was like, fuck this shit. I ain't, so she disqualified herself. So Natalie won for the purple team. And on the pink team, here come Paula. Paula's got it. She's like, she got a head start. She got a head start. But then, so I believe Judy got her mattress out of the water. I believe it was Judy. And Danny and Julie are like, I would rather, Judy be the pink captain than Paula. So Julie and Gabby are helping Judy bring her mattress onto the front. They're trying to help her out. So Paula's like, oh shit, these bitches ain't finna get me. And then the last second, Paula wins. So Paula's, pink captain for this team, for the pink team. And so she's immune from elimination. Not like too many people will eliminate Paula anyway, but still. Now this is the part of the episode, or this is probably the only time during this entire series where I will say these words. Okay? I agree with Natalie Nunn. And what I agree with Natalie Nunn is when she was talking to, hell, I forget who she was talking to. She was talking to somebody outside in the pool talking about we need to get rid of one of the twins. Y'all know I haven't been vendetta against those bitches. But she was like, we need to get rid of one of them because they have probably like the strongest alliance in the house. Because let's say if one gets put up for elimination, of course the other one on the opposite team isn't going to eliminate them. And they're going to probably try to convince the other ones because, to not to eliminate them either because, oh, that's my sister, this, that, and the fourth, blah, 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 blah. So she's like, we need to get rid of one of them because as long as they have that alliance, that strong alliance, neither one of them can really be eliminated because of, how the game works. So I was like, yes, Natalie, get rid of those bitches. Because if you think about it, when the show started and when everybody was kind of, targeting each other and like, oh, we need to get this bitch out, this bitch is a threat, this, that, and the fourth, nobody really mentions anything about the twins because, the twins weren't really considered bad bitches in their season. I'm not sure why they were on the show anyway. But they're not really the most athletic or good looking. And so it's kind of like they're not going to be on the radar. So if they're not on the radar, then they could just cruise through the competition. Everybody else get eliminated, and they keep on going forward and forward. And then nobody's like, wait, what about these bitches? Y'all gonna just let them slide on by? So that's what Natalie's whole point was. And I was like, I'm all for it. Where do I sign up? So I think it was Danny, the one that started getting into an argument with Natalie, because Natalie is still going on again, as I said before, about this snake on the pink team. And she's trying to make a point that y'all have probably like the strongest alliance in the house, that it was probably one of y'all. And the twins are arguing with Natalie like, what does that have to do with, our alliance? Of course we have an alliance. We're motherfucking twin sisters. Like, who's this? Oh, okay. So they said they're like motherfucking twin sisters, and so they're like, what does that have to do with, everybody else? We're not the only bitches, on this bit with a motherfucking alliance. And you sitting trying to come at us like you trying to make us out to be the snake. We ain't. Like I told you, Natalie, like, even though I didn't watch her season, I can pretty much gather, what she was like in the house. Like, she's a really big attention whore, throwing tantrums and trying to point fingers. I'm secretly over it. She's probably, after this episode, once I get to who was put up for elimination and who actually left the show, she's probably the only, well, her and Flo and Erica are probably like the only legs left of this show. Like, everybody else is just not. They weren't my favorites. Like, all of my favorites are already gone, and it's breaking my heart. It just makes me like, this series. It's just off to a bad start. I just can't imagine how the rest of this is gonna go. But like I said, I made a promise. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna keep on talking about it because I'm still interested to see how it plays out. But that's neither here nor there. So now we get to the, what is it called? The team challenge. The team challenge is basically, I think it's like a combination of 5 people from each team, or maybe 4 people. I forget how many are in the little line, but basically you have one person from each team that's going to be shouting out instructions. Okay, there's a maze. I should say it like this: there's a maze, and in the maze, at the end of the maze, there's like this bad boy that they call. There's a half naked man in each maze, the purple maze and the pink maze, and they have to basically they have to lock hands. I think like maybe 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them have to lock hands with blindfolds and handcuffs, and one other member from the team has to shout instructions through a megaphone, where they're like to turn left or turn right. They're the one that's up in the tower. They can see how the maze is played out, and they have to shout out instructions on how the girls are supposed to navigate through the maze. Now, when they were showing, the bad boys that they were supposed to get with, the purple team's bad boy looked kind of like Rafiki from the Lion King. I ain't even gonna lie, he was dark. He had a nice body, but the mug was giving me all of baboon. But the one that was in the pink, now he was nice. That was, get the thumbs up. Now I was like, yes, yes, God. But anyway, so Julie is the one who is doing the instructions for the pink team, which is pretty much what she does best. Using her mouth to get other people to do as her bidding, like a motherfucking puppeteer and shit. So she did the perfect job for that. And then Nastasia was working for the purple team. So Julie is actually effectively, navigating. She's telling them go left, go diagonal, such and such. However, Stassi is having some difficulty. She's like, oh, watch out for the wall, and oh, go diagonal. No, go left, go right, go. And then Jen and of course Natalie are sitting there getting frustrated, like, bitch, this is terrible. You're giving horrible instructions. So pink team makes it to the bad boy first, and then purple makes it soon after. And so the pink team are running. They got him. They got to carry him. They got to navigate themselves out of the maze. So they take their blindfolds off. So they just have to carry the bad boy and figure themselves out the maze. Whoever gets it first. So the pink team gets a little head start. Then the purple team, finally makes it to their bad boy, and they carry him. And about midway through, the pink team, I think they drop the person. They drop him, not just completely, but he's like, his legs fell. For some reason, they had to stop. And the purple team started catching up. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this might be a first time where the purple team might actually win something. But lo and behold, again, the pink team still wins again. After the competition is over and after the pink team wins, Flo and Julie are talking to Stassi, and they're talking about how they want to get rid of Jennifer, trying to basically convince Stassi to put Jen up for elimination so they can get rid of her because they consider her a threat from the opposite team. And I mean, Stassi is, I guess she was pretty much all for it, and she was just like, well, shit, that's just one less bitch that I have to worry about. Well, on the purple side, Natalie is like, we should put up Danny. You know, like she said before, she's trying to get rid of this alliance, this twin sister alliance that they got going on. But Erica's like, I want to get rid of Stassi because they. Now, I really thought that Erica and Stassi would be like this in the house. Like they're kind of like one in the same. I like them for the same reason. Like they're both bad bitches, and they don't too much take no shit. But when it comes to each other, they I'll get into that later because they have this issue, this little argument that they have. So I'm gonna get to that later. Well, actually, I'll just go ahead and get to it now because it's pretty much what happened next. So Erica, well, not Erica, but who is it? Stassi. I'm sorry. Stassi and Danny are put up for elimination, as voted on by Natalie, and so the pink team, they're out partying or whatever. So while the pink team is out, getting their life. Stasia comes up to Erica and was like, you've been a real fake bitch to me, and you was whispering about me and blah blah blah. In the confessional, Stasia was like, Erica, you can suck my dick from the back. I was like, ooh, God. That's why I love Stasia. Erica be having these one-liners in the goddamn confessionals, bitch. But of course, Erica goes off and she's yelling and is like, bitch, don't motherfucking play with me. I wasn't motherfucking whispering about you. Da 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 da. But Erica, yes, you were. It may not have been like all night like she claimed, but you were whispering to. Child, who was she whispering to? Was it Megan when she was in the house? I can't remember. But she was whispering to somebody in the house. But then when Stassi walked in, she was mum's word. So yeah, I can't take your side on the Erica because you did whisper. You were talking shit behind her back, and I'm gonna need you to own up for that shit. So here's a shocker that I was surprised to see is that, when Erica was popping off and talking about she gonna whoop her ass, talking about Stassi, da 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 da, of all people to calm her down, is Jen. Jen is like, this is not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to calm down. This is a competition, this, that, and the fourth, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, ain't this a fucking switch? Because if y'all saw last season, Jen was the one that was going buku crazy out of nowhere, and Paula had to stop her and was like, fighting does not make you a bad girl. So maybe Paula's voice was in her head and and it stayed with her and she's matured a bit. I was like, okay, look at Jennifer maturing and things, letting her big titties and putting her big girl bra on. So the pink team comes home and they're like, oh, okay, we're trying to figure out who's gonna eliminate it. La 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 la. Walk into the house. Oh, hell no, bitch. So that was pretty much how Gabby's. That was Gabby's reaction. She was just like, la la la. Motherfucker. And then you just started, going off at all types of cuss words. And she done called everybody on the goddamn, what is it, the purple team, transvestites and shit. I'm like, you know what? Gabby, girl. Was that his Gabby, right? Yeah. Gabby, y'all really, I just can't take y'all trying to talk about somebody's looks when y'all are shaped like microwave ovens. And I feel like it's very disrespectful and hypocritical of you to talk about somebody. But anyway, she goes into Natalie's room because, of course, Natalie is team captain and is responsible for the eliminations from her team. She's talking about, I'm going to beat your ass and you look like this and all y'all are ugly and da 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 da. I'm like, Gabby, you ain't gonna do shit. We saw what you tried to do last season, or not last season, but season 8, and got your ass handed to you. So, what are you talking about? You're gonna beat who? And for some reason, at first, I had to think about it because I tweeted this. I was like, why is Julie pissed? Julie was right after Gabby shooting and about to beat up Natalie, trying to get to her and yelling and shit, talking about some, fuck, I don't know. I was just lost. And I'm like, wait, what's Julie's problem? I don't know. Did Julie and Danny have a good relationship? Well, they did come in the same limo together, but I mean, other than that, is she close with Stassi? I was confused. But then I remembered that Julie earlier in the episode was trying to make an alliance with Stassi to get Jen out of the house. So that's why she was pissed that Nastasia was the one that was put up for elimination instead of Jen. Because I guess I guess they had a bond or so. But Julie was tossing shit over, and I was just like, when did Julie grow some damn balls? Because Julie was never this feisty in her season, season 9. I was just like, okay, I guess, but I mean, just because this is the bitch that you tried to get Jen out the house with, I still didn't see why she had to go off like the way she did. Like, girl, what? Okay, but whatever. And of course, when Nastasia's up for elimination, Judy is like got that big ugly cry that she always has. She has one of the ugliest cries that I've ever seen on Bad Girls Club. I think still probably like the ugliest cry of them all. If y'all remember way back in season 5 when Brandy was crying because Alea didn't want to fuck her no more. It's just, I'm not even gonna imitate it because I don't have the time. But Judy's crying and Flo runs into Natalie's room, and that's the scene that we see on the promos when she's like, "You made the worst decision of your fucking life. I'm the baddest bitch here." Da 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 da. And I guess for the same reason that Julie was pissed because she wanted to keep Stassi because Stassi was going to help them get rid of Jen, which they both thought as a threat. So everybody is pretty much pissed at Natalie at this moment. The purple team and the the pink team. Like, no, she's been public enemy number 1 since she walked into the fucking house, to be honest with you. So they get to the elimination round, and Stassi and Danny are standing up there, and Ray J's like, do you want to have any last words or any last pleas before they start, doing the voting? And Stassi gives this long, speech about, I feel like some people are supposed to be here, some people are not, and Bad Girls Club is not supposed to be all about fighting and being, catty or whatever, and it's supposed to learn and grow from it, and they just crying. It was like really heartfelt and whatnot. And then Ray looked over to Danny and she was like, "You're crying too, how you feeling?" She was like, "Oh, I'm on my period." I'm like, "Oh, girl." But she still says, primarily the same thing, like, some people belong here, some people really don't, and yada, 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 yada. I ain't too much concerned about anything the twins had to say, but Natalie was like, I have to go to the bathroom. So she walks off. And when Natalie comes the fuck back, Nastasia pulled a freaking Shannon from season 10 reunion part 1 and just bum rushed the bitch. But the only difference is this time, I feel like Natalie saw that coming. Not like she just knew she was going to bum rush her, but she saw it coming. Like, no shade. Nastasia is not the fastest of the bad girls, so she kind of ran like douche, douche, douche. That was shade. I just said no shady. I just shade the fuck out of her. I love you, Nastasia girl. Should you ever come across this video, I still love you, bitch. But she saw that because I saw her put up her fucking dukes like in time where she was walking la la la. Here she sees Nastasia doing one of these, and she looks over and it's like, oh shit, this bitch is about to jump me. Let me put up my defense. And then she was like that. And then after that, Nastasia charged at her ass like a fucking football player. And you couldn't really see any of the fight because of the camera angles. All you saw was security and the damn camera crew. And in the confessional, Nastasia's like, bitch, well, hell, I might be going home, more than likely going home anyway, so this is my last shot. I'm going to get my shot in. So I'm like, well, I guess, girl, because you probably won't ever see this bitch again. Unless they do it. Do they have reunions for All Star? I'm sure they would. But I always feel indifferent about these out of nowhere just whooping bitches' asses. But every time it happens, it's always to somebody who I don't like and who I wanted to get beat anyway. So I just be kind of like, well, I don't really mind it. It was kind of funny to watch. But moving on. So meanwhile, while that whole thing happened, they was in the middle of, voting for who they wanted to leave. And while Amber was in there, talking about who did she vote for? I don't know if they showed her who she voted for, but as she casted her vote, that's when she looked out. She heard all the noise and stuff, and she walked out like, what the fuck just happened? And they're like, Stasia just jumped Natalie. And she's like, are you serious? After that freaking speech she just gave talking about some Bad Girls Club isn't about fighting, she jumps a bitch not even 5 minutes after? I was like, they got a point there. But still, not Natalie, but Stasia was just like, bitch, this is my last shot. Fuck what I just said. I'm about to knock my hands into this bitch's dome. And she was like, I had to put my paws on her. I'm like, okay, Nastasia's been watching a motherfucking Love and Hip Hop with Scrappy, but that's pretty much the episode, you guys. Nastasia got voted off, of course. So the Twin Alliance is still strong. Danny's still staying on the show, unfortunately. Because I know I want them bitches gone. The sooner they leave, the happier that I will be. But now that Nastasia's gone, it's like, shit, who's the only people that I'm here for? Like, Erica. And Judy, I guess. Erica, those are the only people I got. Once they're gone, child, unless something in that episode really just causes for discussion, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Because they got rid of all the baddest bitches off Jump in the first episode. They got rid of Megan, Shannon, and Rocky. Well, no, and I'm here for Jen, too. I'm here for Jen. So, Judy, Jen, and Erica. Those are the people that I'm here for. But I asked, as I tweeted before I started to record this, I asked who wanted to be a shout-out. And I believe only one person replied. Yeah. Shout out to you, Miss Loving Libra. You've been tweeting me as of lately, so I thank you for the support, boo. I love you to death. So there's your shout out, and if anybody else wants a shout out at the end of the video, usually I'm gonna try to tweet right before I start to record. So if you want to be shouted out at the end of the video, let me know, tweet me, and I will be sure to shout you out if I get it before I stop recording. But shout out to Miss Love and Libra. You are the first person to get a shout out, so congratulations to you. So that's gonna be the video, you guys. I hope this video isn't too long, but you guys said that you actually like the long videos, so hey, here you go. I don't know when the next video is gonna be, but y'all know how I am. If the spirit comes to me, I just may record something. You never know. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support and the love. Make sure you like the video, because you know I'm a YouTube partner now, so it's very important for us YouTube partners that you like the video, you comment on the video, share, favorite, and subscribe. 4 more videos each week on reality shows, Love and Hip Hop, and Bad Girls Club All-Star Battle. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.